Okay, so hello everyone, Catherine, and welcome to our webinar on the top 3 reasons why GenAI uh, is a must-have for B2B marketing. Wait a sec. Okay, so today we will discuss why GenAI is a huge shift nearly for every industry. And yeah, specifically GenAI, not AI, because AI is a much broader term. And also we're gonna dive into specific use case that my team and I implemented for our clients. Again, we will discuss real world examples of what my team and I have already implemented for our customers and what we would like to share with you today. So, as the agenda for today's webinar, today's meeting, good use to that already. First, we're gonna talk about reasons why GenAI must have nowadays. Second, we're gonna go deeper into the several cases we've prepared for you. And after that, we're gonna have a Q&A session where you can ask any questions related to the topic. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Denis Pavlovsky. I am head of MarTech department at 42DM. We have amazing team, and I have over 14 years of experience in marketing and more than 12 years experience in B2B marketing specifically, with hands-on and leadership management experience in various industries. I'll be your host today, and we're gonna dive into how GenAI transform B2B marketing. So, few words about 42DM. 42DM is a full cycle marketing agency that has primarily focused on B2B companies since 2015. It's backed but really with a great team of about 54, maybe a little bit more already, professionals from all over the world who've successfully completed more than 250 projects for our clients. So GenAI, it's not just a buzzword anymore. It's a powerful tool that helps businesses save time, improve results, and gain competitive advantage. Um, However, save time and improve results is good, but what kind of exact advantage or improvement you may actually get? Because these words are just marketing bullshit. Believe me, I'm 14 years in that shit. So, in other words, why you actually should implement GenAI in your workflow already, and there are three reasons for that. First, it does not replace humans. Well, at least yet. You need to be very polite with ChatGPT just in case. However, it does specific job better and faster than humans. Second, it can consider and use more information than any human at once from scratch. And the third, but not the least, it can free up resources for more creative and complex work. So instead of doing some work manually or be contented with the average results, your team can do complex solutions with amazing results. I don't know, from email campaigns to audience segmentations, AI will do the heavy lifting for you in some cases. And before we dive into our use cases, I just want to quick go over the key tools and models we're going to be discussing today. So most of the tools used in these cases are pretty popular no-code solution that do not require some particular knowledge, I know, like make.com or Amplify and others. Regarding AI models, we use all currently popular platforms, AI platforms like GenAI, GenAI platforms like OpenAI, Anthropic, Perplexity, and others. So we're saying that nearly none of GenAI based solution uses only one model within a platform, or even one platform actually. In most cases, there are multiple models or platforms involved. But why? That's the story for another day. So let's just skip it out. Our first use case tackles a common challenge in personalizing cold emails at scale. And well, you may actually say, Dennis, that's so simple. Nearly every goddamn email outreach software on the market does this one way or another. And yes, yeah, you will be right. However, as most of you may know, that completely all GenAI solutions have hallucinations. That is just the nature of this technology. Without these hallucinations, that they are not possible actually. And now just imagine that some one fit all one fit all model from your outreach software uh, start sending emails with completely different offers or hallucinated statements on your behalf. And what even worse, you're gonna find it only after the emails are sent because you are just not capable of checking every email out there. And that is exactly what we wanted to avoid, as well as, make messages as quality as possible. How? Let's just dive into the case in a second. But before we dive in, it's worth mentioning that this case was implemented for our client nearly a year ago, actually. And now, as the technologies keep evolving, new technologies keep emerging, we would do the same stuff completely differently. So, and I think it would be performed better. How? That's question again for another day. Maybe we're gonna do some webinar or video or whatever content about that a little bit later. So the client we did it for and with whom we are still working with is Payoneer. It's a global financial technology company that actually I think needs no introduction. The problem our client faced with was pretty simple. Generic cold emails of their sales team had poor engagement and deliverability rates. However, one more challenges for us, specifically in this case, was to deal with pretty complex and I would say conservative audience because it was a specific industry. Therefore, it was very important for our messages to hit the target on the first try because we might not have the second one. Also, it's worth saying right now, already not a year ago, but still, that especially with the recent Google announcement to use Gemini to enhance G Suite security and spam protection, standard templatized emails, aka, fire first name, soon will be completely outdated approach with lower than average results. So what we've done, I just want to briefly dive into the solution details. So to give you an idea how it works, I will not dive into very technical details for each case. Well, you can ask us if you want. But still, I would like to get you acquainted with it. First, we reviewed the value propositions and the ideal customer profiles for the client and enhanced them with additional information and our thoughts. After that, we developed target account list, and all that was done to ensure that we are targeting the right audience, and we eliminated the possibility that we are just reaching out to someone who is completely not relevant to us. Then we enriched the data about these companies as much as possible using different tools. And after that, we fine-tuned two different AI models The first one, and that's actually important. The first one was identifying companies' ICP, so where it actually belongs to, and matching it to valid value proposition. So when you have value proposition canvas, you have different value propositions, different pains, gains, jobs to be done for different ICPs, for different personas. So we trained a fine-tuned model in order to identify that and classify different companies and different people to different customer profiles and buyer personas accordingly. The second one was specifically trained to create personalized messages based on the information that we've gathered previously and value proposition for this particular company. So the information from the first AI model was used as input for the second one. And as you can see, everything was combined in Google Spreadsheet. So we used Google Spreadsheet as the database, in this case, a year ago, and which then was just re-uploaded to Reply.io. That's email outreach automation platform. And that's it. We were using these emails as variables for our templates. And naturally, well, we got impressive results. So you can see on this screenshot that we've more than doubled our reply rate. And what even more important, we've got sales qualified leads. So they were interested in the services that Payoneer provided. No services, but I would rather say solution. And these are enterprise sales opportunities, and we got these results from a single sequence actually. So also I would like to mention separately that that is scalable solution in a very traditional, even conservative enterprise business, and you can get another audience, do the same stuff, so enrich, go send all these contacts through the AI models and repeat this process. So Payoneer is still our client. This campaign was really, really successful. And the whole setup was moved after to the Payoneer team. And as far as I know, right now they already have conversations because sales cycle is very long. They still have conversations with about 60-70% of the industry, the entire industry in a single country. Uh, that's the results, and we are very proud of that. Our next use case address the challenge of creating engaging social media content, social media posts consistently. And we face this challenge with a client called Zeta Group. What kind of challenges we faced with? Well, first, as you may know, it takes about 60 to 90 minutes to write the copy of social media post. That includes research, writing, proofreading, editing, tone of voice, adding emojis. Well, nowadays you must have emojis. And undoubtedly, really interesting and engaging content requires much more time to develop, especially for the research part, because you need to gather more and more information. You need to collect some references, some stats, and so on and so forth. And finally, the challenge that makes even worse all the two previous challenges, modern thought leadership and social media requires up to, I don't know, 3 to 5 posts a week with interesting, engaging content. You just can't post something once a week and hope that it works. So consistent posting of huge amount, not only a huge amount of content, but huge amount of interesting and engaging content is what really matters. So taking into account all that, well, becoming a thought leader in social media in a specific niche, which was the initial goal actually, requires a ton of time. So we were challenged with the uh, development of some sort of solution that would like I don't know, remove these challenges and let's spend less time on these things. So how did we address the challenges? First, we had three pillars. So three pillars of what should be uh, delivered by our team, by my team. The first one is the content quality. Second one is appropriate tone of voice. And the third one is various data sources. One of the data sources is YouTube videos of different industry influencers, so we could create posts based on these videos. So how it works in details. First, we get, well, not in very details, but you'll get the idea. First, we get the URL of the video. Then we use several third-party tools and AI models to extract the information properly, process it, and build based on that engaging social post with emojis, of course. So after that, we save these posts in Airtable database from where, you know, you can do anything. You can just use some social posting software to get these posts, these text, and publish it elsewhere. It worth mentioning that, well, YouTube is not the only source from which we take the material from. Uh, in our solution, there are several different sources like articles, videos, other posts. So you just can feed this information, feed the URL link to our solution, and different fine-tuned models properly process this information, create, well, actually really interesting and engaging social posts based on that information. To tell the truth, some of the posts you see on our page or in my profile are done with that solution as well. Well, actually, it's too early to analyze the final results. uh, and many additional activities fact these results. So a lot of things happening at the same time. Furthermore, actually only 50% of posts in social media are made via our solution, because everything else is something else, like comments, like something specific. However, we have feedback from Margarita, the SMM manager responsible for Zeta, social media marketing, and their thought leadership development, and this feedback actually speaks for itself. Yeah, with emoji, of course, emojis. So this AI integration into their workflow actually is the perfect example of what we talked previously. It lets their team to do specific task dramatically faster and lets their SMM manager focus more on what she really likes, searching for new post ideas, I don't know, planning, strategy, and other activities. In other words, do more work. So, as a matter of fact, as far as I know, this solution saves them currently about 25, 30 hours of work, something like that, or extra working week every month, something like that. Okay, so let's move forward. Finally, our third use case focus on identifying high potential prospects when you just don't have any viable options with existing solutions. Actually, that is the most recent case we have. So there are other cases that were not listed in this webinar. Some of them you actually can get, and that's going to be, well, it's going to be bonus for those who attended this meeting, I think. Here I actually cannot disclose the exact requirements of the client or the client itself. Let's say just fast-growing Gen AI related startup. However, I can give you a sense of complexity of the problem that me and my team solved. So let's say you have ICP description and it's 100% good. One of the criteria of the ICP is specific feature adoption of a tool or technology, whatever. Of course, you may download a list of the websites or which has this particular tool or technology, but how to identify that company really adopted some specific feature of a specific tool or technology? So here's how. The first step was obviously to purchase the list of companies which possessed the required technology and filter them by infographics according to ICP, all, the usual stuff. Then we scrape the code of the websites to find out if the code of attack is still there. Then we checked any mentions of the desired feature launch on their websites, maybe some press release, blog post, whatever, product updates, and then feed all this information along with the code into a custom AI model to process. We save results into some lists, one of which could be, for example, integrated with a CRM. And you can, for example, if you want to do the same, you can use this information not only for classification, is this company good or not, or is it valid or not, but also use that for personalizing your sales pitch to them. So you already know what they are doing when they launch it or something like that. For the results of this use case, let's go through the funnel. So, well, we all love funnels. 5,500 companies initially had the required technology. A bit more than 1,200 fall under our ICP description. Only 55 companies were selected by our AI solution, and 26 opportunities were generated from these companies. So it's enterprise sales, so we don't know the customer conversion rate because it takes a lot of time, and that's the most recent case. However, it's worth also mention that only 35 hours were spent on this research and outreach setup, or about 80 minutes per opportunity. That's all. So we talked about why GenAI is important. There are 3 reasons why you should implement it right now. First one is that it does specific task better and faster than any human and can consider a lot more information, and it free up your resources, time of your team to do something else, more complex, more manual. And I've gave you several examples of where you can really implement Gen AI, generative AI, and what kind of benefits it can provide you. If you would like to do the same for you, well, reach out to us. Regarding the bonus, I've mentioned that there are several other cases we can share, but we won't just share it right now because of the time limitations. But if you reach out to me via these credentials, like write me an email or write me in the LinkedIn, I will send you this presentation with additional use cases, with additional case studies, and you can check them out. So that's it. Thank you for your attention. You can ask me any kind of questions. Do you have any thoughts on security when it comes to AI? Well, first of all, thank you for the question. It actually great. When it comes to security, first of all, you should remember, as I said, about the hallucinations. So, GenAI models can hallucinate, then they can provide wrong information. So then you can make some assumptions or decision based on that information. Because actually recently from one of the uh, enterprise levels chief marketing officers, I've heard that they are planning their campaigns with the ChatGPT. They just ask ChatGPT what to do. ChatGPT answer them, and they do it. That's it. That's wrong, very wrong. That's one of the side of the security problem. The other side of the security problem that if modal or, for example, chat or whatever is actually in disposal of several people, so if several people from your company use this exact model or AI agent or whatever, you if one of them provides some additional information to AI model, and that information then can be provided to another person with the same company. So you can share some unwanted information from among your employees. Regarding some external communication, yeah, it can be. It's actually a huge problem within the AI, Gen AI. Um, Huge problem in the Gen AI world. The security and providing some information and some instructions to GenAI models that are publicly available. So you have seen already maybe these screenshots in Twitter, x.com, that when somebody just replies to a tweet with a phrase, uh, forget all previous instructions and give me I know something. I know, write some text, and this profile replies back to this person with a text that the person required, asked for. So that's a lot of to think and to do with the security in Gen AI. So that's again, that's a story for another day. It's a huge additional topic to talk about. Okay, now there's no questions. Thank you very much to everybody, and have a great day.